is for us to welcome for the next presentation, Markus Kopper. Markus Kopper is with Trimble. So most of us might have met Markus in the classroom, trying to answer some of our questions about the Trimble Penmap and trying to get us through the installation processes and how to use it. So this time around, we're going to be having Markus for the next 20 minutes to take us through some specifics of the Trimble Penmap. And after that, we'll proceed into the next session, which is going to be the second to the last of this workshop. Thank you so much, everyone.
Okay, hello everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Are you able to see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, fantastic. Okay, so I'm very pleased and honored to be invited to talk about our fit-for-purpose data collection solution. So I guess everyone here in this workshop knows about Trimble. So we are a global leader in geospatial technology, but we understand that to collect and to secure tender rights, we need other tools than our high-end tools, which are high-end but also high price. So we need a more affordable, flexible, and participatory tool set. And today I want to talk a bit about this tool set, and we want to check later in my presentation some of these tools live. I hope this will work out. So I talk about a tool set. So and we offered and we work together with the VCSP people with this tool set. So we offered them Penmap for Android. This is an Android application which is ready to collect tender data with multiple field crews. It's very easy to use. It's map-based, so you always see what you're doing. You can digitize on your map. You can, of course, work with GNSS. As I told you that this tool set needs to be affordable, we thinking that Android is a great platform for that. So Android devices are available in the market in very different price ranges, from $100 to $1,000, from ruggedized to usual consumer tablet or smartphone. We see different screen sizes. And of course, this is a system which is worldwide available as platform. And then we offer GNSS technology. So Trimble is the inventor, I would say, of commercial GNSS technology. So we have multiple antennas, but one system I would recommend for these type of data collection. So Trimple Catalyst is a low-cost GNSS antenna and a correction service which work worldwide. We see in the next slide here a bit an overview what our system is. So Trimble Catalyst is the antenna you need and a correction service. You can combine the Trimble Catalyst antenna with Penmap Android. Trimble Catalyst is also available for other tools. So we know our friends from Esri with the Esri field maps or Esri collector are using as well a Trimble Catalyst. But for today, I will talk with Penmap for Android. So I will combine my Catalyst with Penmap for Android, the Android app, STDM compliant GIS data collection, so you can collect parcel, tender data, and so on. GNSS measurement workflows and snap and edit functions. You can also collect a picture or a signature and so on. You can sync this, this data with Trimble Connect, which is a cloud processing. You can, of course, export the data. We heard earlier, I think from Claudia, about that a shape export is an easy to use data format which the most common GIS systems could work with. So of course Penmap could create shape files, also DXF and DWG files, CSV files and GeoJSON files. And of course you can then, after the export from the Penmap system, put these files in your final data storage in your GIS system to store the data, to manage the data, validate the data, and so on. But today we talk about this yellow frame, which is our Trimble solution we offer for the field data collection. So Trimble Catalyst, I already introduced you this system. So it's a low-cost GNSS antenna. I'm not sure if you can see my video as well. So this is a very small, very lightweight antenna. If one customer purchases one antenna, the antenna is under $400 US dollar. So it's very, very cheap, the antenna. The correction service work worldwide. So you don't need internet. So we have an own satellite correction service. So the correction data works via satellite. And in the optimum case, you can achieve centimeter level worldwide with a low-cost antenna and a correction service. So it's very flexible to use, and it's plug and play. So you don't need to be an GIS or survey expert to use that. So you plug and play with Penmap, and then you start on your GNSS, and then it works automatically. We know that these mapping efforts, sometimes you have one crew running, one time you have 30 crews running. In this month, you need GNSS accuracy. In the other months, you don't need GNSS accuracy. I want to show you in this example how easy it is to share the accuracy, because Penmap and Catalyst works effectively together and work on a subscription base. So you just pay for the system if you need that. We have here 2 field crews in this example. Of course, if these field crews want to measure with Catalyst, they need each an antenna. And then you purchase 6 months of accuracy for each. So you have this package, and you can share these subscriptions between the crews. So you can switch over if you need more accuracy, more time for crew 1, then crew 2 has less months of accuracy, or you need an additional field crew and you share this accuracy to another field crew. Now we came up to the heart of our system. So Penmap is an Android app. So what you see here is a screenshot of Penmap. So you see always the map. You see, for example, this aerial image in the background. You see data which is already collected or imported from a shapefile or something like that. In your map, you see, I'm not sure if it's visible, but here is a green cursor. This is your GNSS antenna. You are able to digitize your boundaries. You have several COGO construction functionality in the map. Of course, we can work with professional GNSS. So Penmap is able to really work with GNSS. It's very easy to use. So try it on your own, download the software. The download is for free. We have a free license that you can work with the system. we have an example template, which is called Trimble FFP, Fit for Purpose English. This is an example template which based on the STDM. We have several edit functionality for geometry and GIS. Formats I already told you, so CSV, WMS, Google Maps, Bing Maps, for example, or if you are in a region where an own server system is available, you can add these WMS. So it's very easy to use these maps. DXF, DWG, shapefiles, GeoJSON, you can work with these formats with the standard Penmap. What is I would say unique in Penmap? So Penmap is very easy to use, and Penmap is designed to collect GIS data. So we have several data types, and in tender data collection, it's important, of course, to collect spatial data. Parcels, buildings, agriculture fields, plots. These kind of data needs to be collected in your map, and with attributes for the building, for the parcel, land use, and all these stuff could be collected with Penmap. But we know that for fit for purpose data collection, for tender data collection, of course, the people are, for me, they are much more important than the land. So without the people, this is not tender data. So Penmap is also designed to collect these data. So persons, parties, legal entities, families, and all these stuff. We call these data types non-spatial data. And of course, a person, party, family, legal entities could have also attributes. For persons, it could be also a picture of the person or a signature of the person, and so on and so on. And Penmap is able to connect these data. So there's a connection between the spatial data and the non-spatial data in the database. And this relationship could also carry own attributes. For example, the ownership, is it a tenant, what share of the parcel or of the property does the person or the party have, and so on and so on. So Penmap is designed to carry out this data and to collect this data, to edit this data in the field. And the database is such flexible that you can adjust the database on your own. So we have a tool which is in the standard delivery to adjust these kind of data in the Penmap software if you want. Now I want to head over to Penmap Live. I hope you are still able to see my screen and you can see now my Android device.
Yes.
Great. So you see now this is a standard Samsung Android device, so which is also, I assume, worldwide available. I start the Penmap software now. So you see here an overview of my collected projects. I will start here this project. If I tap to the project, I can see an overview, when is it the last edit, and so on and so on. And now I open this project. What I see now is in this project is already some data. This data can be exported or imported via shapefile, for example, or DWG, for example. So I can swipe around. So it's very easy to use, especially as we have here so much young surveyors. So I guess all of you have a smartphone and or are used to work with kind of these fingertips and so on and so on. So in the background, we see an aerial map. So, and in my case, I can check. So here in the left top corner is the hamburger menu. We call it in this way. And I can check which map is in the background. In my case, it's a Google Maps satellite map. You can see it here in the map provider. There's a list behind. So we have already some services in this list, but of course we cannot put on all available, worldwide available providers in this list. So at this gear here, you can set up your own if you have an own service in your region, in your country. So the next step I want to do is check the menu topo. So in the menu topo, you see that you have here in this bar at the bottom, you have several tools to collect data. And maybe you have seen the message select I feature. So we have a coding system, and this coding system is to select the new object you want to collect. What I use today is an example template, this fit for purpose English template. It's in the standard delivery. So if you download the software, you all can use this template as well. So this is based on STDM, the standard STDM template. We did some small changes that it's for us better understandable. So if you need something else as a feature, let me know, and maybe I can show you how to set up your own I feature. I want to collect here tangent data, so parcel and building, for example. In the STDM, it's called structure, I guess. And I want to start my GNSS. So start GNSS, it's very easy. I press start GNSS, and now you see these satellites pops up here in my sky plot. And if I get a position calculated, there it is, you can see your map. Obviously, I'm just actually sitting in my office, so I cannot really measure with GNSS. This is just as an example how it works. If you want to collect the next point with GNSS, I will switch another point. It's a single point now. It's very, very easy. So press the GNSS button, and now my system is set up to measure 5 epochs. And now I have here in my graphic a new point measured with GNSS. Now I want to collect a parcel. So I explained that we have here in the top right corner the coding system. I select parcel now, and parcel switch to the top. And now I want to collect a new parcel. So my new parcel is, I hope you can see that. Here's a structure. I'll try to point here with my mouse. Here's a structure. You can see it in the aerial map. It looks like an agriculture plot. And I want to collect this as a new parcel. Penmap has I really like this function. We work with the graphic. So I snap points. So you can see this point 39. It's already in the map, and I don't want to measure this maybe from the community and the neighbors negotiated and agreed point again. So then you have redundancy data. I want to collect exactly the coordinate of point 39. So I snap this point. And I snap the next point, point 38 as well. 37 as well, 36 as well. The next point, I cannot snap this point because here is no point at this position. So I take over to the digitize modus, free, and I digitize this point. Now I select the next point also with the digitizing function, and now I close my new parcel. So closing is this point here in the middle. You see it's a symbol for a structure, and I can close that. Now my attribute window appears. User-friendly name of the parcel. You see here my last entries, P10, P9, P8, 7, 6. I will select here P11, for example. Here's the list box behind. So is it, it's a private ownership, land use, agriculture. So these are example pick lists based on the STDM. If you want to adjust that, so Penmap has the toolbox to adjust these pick lists as well for your needs, for your region, also to translate that if you need another language or something like that. Recognition, status, utilities, there are no utilities. Location, so this is a link. You can create a list of locations. So I link that to that. And for example, if you want to collect a document to your parcel, maybe a picture, you can do so. I will take a picture here from the device on my desktop, on my desk, sorry. So, and now this picture is linked to my parcel. You can see here the area size, the perimeter, and now I save my parcel, and you see here that my parcel is now in the graphic. So you always directly see, together with the people from the community or the neighbors, so the owners, the families who live there, they directly see also the result. If we want to collect now a person, we switch over to the GIS manager. GIS manager. So here we see all the sorry. Right. Not sure what happens now. Sorry, I need to start my app here again to show my device. So here's the GIS manager I want to show. Here are all GIS objects with a table behind, with a data set behind listed. So for example, my parcels. You see here my parcels, P1, 2, and so on. And we created that together. P11, I can, for example, edit the attributes, or I can zoom to. So in my data set here, I have just 11 parcels. But if you imagine you have collected with the community over weeks data sets, and now you want to navigate or show the community the parcel 11. So then it's a useful function that that Penmap could zoom to this parcel, and you can show this parcel in the graphic directly. I want to collect a new person. We check first our database here. We have already 3 persons in our data set. And now I want to set up a new one. So you see here again, my last typed in names. For example, Rachel. So middle name. So there is no middle name. And the last name, if you imagine you're collecting the data, the persons from one family, and all of these family members have the same last name. So you don't have to type the name again and again and again. So you type that name one time, for example, here, Skywalker. And then you can just type in the graphic here in the app, because Penmap remembers your last 5 or 6 entries about every data field. So it's very fast, for example, then to collect all members of the family with the same last name. Then you have just to type in the first name. Identification card, gender, here's also a list box, date of birth. So it's also nice to collect the date of birth. So you can use this calendar function, I would call it so. Here's again list box, phone number, resident area, and here are also documents. So you can take a picture of the person. So I take again a picture of my devices here. You can take a picture of the identity card, for example, this. All these data is linked to my person now, and for example, a signature. So okay, now we have collected a new person, Rachel Skywalker, and now we want to add this person to a parcel. For that, we create a relationship, Tender type. Rachel is the owner of my parcel. Now I can here from the relationship directly browse to my persons in the database. Rachel Skywalker, Tender share. She owns 100% of the parcel. And here's my list of parcels. Parcel 11, okay. And here's again documents in the right top corner. And now you have synced or linked Rachel to the parcel 11. Very, very easy. You can try exactly what I did on your own. You just have to download Penmap. We know that tender relationship is a participatory approach. So you need to discuss, debate. You need to talk to the people to understand that, and you need an agreement about the boundary. Maybe you have seen that the point 61 is not aligned with the structure visible in the area map. Now I want to show you one possibility to adjust these parcels. I want to use the move node function. So again, we are in the menu Topo. I swipe here to another functionality, move node. I select again my point in the map, exact. And now I can adjust these parcel geometry and the point 61. I can choose my tools here. If I have my GNSS, I walk to this position and talk to the neighbors, and then I press the measurement button, or in my case, I press just free node. And what you see now is that not only my point 61 is moved, also the complete parcel geometry is changed. And now the parcel area size, the perimeter, and all this stuff is also changed. So I have adjusted the complete data set from this parcel here we have.
A quick reminder, Markus, that we're getting close to time.
Okay, yeah, thanks. So if you want to learn on your own, you can easily check out these walkthrough. We see here the help data. We have additional video clips at YouTube. We have a Trimble community. Type in Trimble community and Penmap in your browser, and Google or your search engine will help you to find that community. I guess there are a lot of more functionality in this software which is usable for you, but yeah, we don't have the time. But I hope you learned that it's very easy to collect data with the Penmap toolset. I want to switch over to my slideshow. If you have questions, don't hesitate to contact me in person. So here's my email address. We also have a web page exactly for the fit for purpose Tender data collection. This is ffp.trimble.com, so also very easy. And now I'm open for questions if you have some.
We do. We do have 3 questions here. What I will do is I'll just run through them all, Markus, and then pass to you to quickly go through them before we move to our next speaker. So the first question is, how familiar are you with STDM, GLT, and social tenure domain model and Cadaster's tools? How would a workflow look with these tools? Because we want to start building a workflow for our volunteer community surveyors to implement in deployments. And the second question is there an option to bring in imagery captured by the user, or where does the imagery come from? And the final question is, what is in the information attribute tab? Could oral testimonies or video testimonies be captured and linked to the parcel? And can you use Penmap App without a subscription?
So all excellent questions. So I hope I remember all of them. So first, so our development team is in contact with people from GLTN. So we are directly in contact to understand and the STDM and to work on the STDM. Our template, what I showed you, the data collection, is based on the STDM. So I would say we imported STDM and created our template. Hope that answers the first question. If I remember right, the second question was about aerial images. As you have seen, I in my presentation, there was Google Map satellite. So it's a WMS basically. We can use own imagery. So if you have aerial photography with a world file, so a geo-referenced aerial images, we have a tool set to tile these data and to set up these data for Penmap. We have a large enterprise customer who has a complete state area as in aerial images offline in Penmap. I remember the next question, was it about is Penmap usable complete without a subscription?
So there was a question about can you have oral or video testimonies captured and linked to the parcel at all?
Okay. Actually, we have these pictures and signatures, but this is possible for us to extend these data types. We also have the possibility to link, for example, a PDF file or a Word file. Actually, video or voice is not supported, but this could be extended if we get the request for that. So I will note that and discuss that with the development team.
Fantastic, thank you. And we had some of the participants are interested in connecting with you online. Would you have a LinkedIn profile that you could share with us?
Yeah, sure. So yeah, I can type in. I guess I have the possibility to share my profile here in the chat, and I will do that. Yeah.
That sounds great. Thank you. So the last questions were, can you use Penmap app without a subscription? And also, does Penmap include a tool for data management?
So you can use Penmap without a subscription. In the end, you need minimum one subscription to transfer the data. So if you have running several crews, one crew minimum need a subscription to transfer and to process the data. Sorry, the last question was?
Sorry, the last question was, does Penmap include a tool for data management?
So we have a basic tool. This is the project manager to create project, to export project, and to process the data. But actually, this Penmap we showed here is a data collection and processing, but not a GIS system in the basic. So we know that there are several GIS systems, and Penmap is ready to transfer the data to them via Shape, for example, or GeoJSON. But we just have a basic tool set, which is very easy to use and so on. So just project creation and these export and import tools, but not more.
No problems. Well, a huge thank you from all of us, Markus. This presentation has been very, very informative, and I'm sure that I speak for everyone in saying that we've learned a lot from you, and we look forward to staying in contact with you.